Let me again, with deepest honor and gratitude, congratulate each and every one of you for your outstanding and historic achievement of winning the mandates of your people. I wish you success over the next 5 years of your political career. God bless Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, having gone through the short welcome statement, I may now want to proceed to the thorough business of the day.
Item 4, election of the Speaker of Parliament, Section 79 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991, as amended by the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Amendment Act 2013, and Standing Order 8.
Honorable members, may I now instruct the Sergeant at Arms to close all doors for elections.
Michael?
Meaning it is expected that all members of Parliament are seated.
This was the point of why I was saying that others that are not MP are seated on the seat.
And honorable members, ladies and gentlemen occupying seats belonging to honorable members, can you please rise and vacate those seats? If you're not a member of Parliament, then you sit on a blue seat. Please commodity. Na election now, Depa.
I want to call the other members who are there and come by, so it will be easy for council movement. They are the honorable benches at the back, honorable benches at the right back. Let them come by.
Honorable Benjamin Ture, can you please come to the front? Honorable members who are far at the back, please make sure you come to the front so that it will be easy to cast the ballot. If honorable members are now seated, then I will quickly go through a summary of the procedure. Please listen attentively. The Speaker of Parliament is elected pursuant to Section 79 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991, as amended in 2013. Constitution of Sierra Leone, Amendment Act 2013. Let me just quickly go through the qualifications for Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament shall be elected by members of Parliament from amongst persons who are A, members of Parliament and who had served as such for not less than 5 years. B, qualified to be members of Parliament and who had served as such for not less than 10 years and who are not less than 40 years. Now, to summarize the procedure, Standing Orders 8 deals with the election of the Speaker. And for us to elect a Speaker, just in summary, we should have the votes of 2/3 of members of Parliament. And taking into account the current configuration of Parliament, a Parliament of 149 members, 2/3 of 149 is 99.5. So rounding that up, although we do not have half human beings. And because we do not have half human beings, we cannot round up a human being. So we drop the 0.5. So 2/3 should be 99 members. So during the elections of the Speaker, we'll go through the first ballot. And if we go through the first ballot and no candidate gets 99 votes, meaning we have not elected a Speaker. And if a situation like this arises, we'll go through a second ballot. And during the second ballot again, is 2/3 majority of members of Parliament. If again a candidate fails to pull 99 votes, then a Speaker is not elected. We'll go to a third round of voting. And during the third round of voting, again, if a candidate fails to pull 99 votes, then no Speaker is elected. And if this happens, we'll go through a fourth round of votes. And during the fourth round of votes, it's now simple majority. Meaning, at a count of simple majority of all members of Parliament, not those present and voting. So in other words, we should have acquired at least 75 votes to say we have elected a Speaker. That is at fourth ballot. So the process is slightly tedious. That is why I want to entreat all members of Parliament to be very swift, in their voting. Once the ballot papers are distributed and your name is called, you move forward quickly to the ballot box and drop your ballot. And the procedure is as follows. Once nominations are opened for the position of Speaker, we allow honorable members that so wish to nominate any individual who is qualified as per section 79 by proposing that that person takes the seat as Speaker of the 6th Parliament, and then we'll call for a seconder. Once it is seconded, I, as Clerk of Parliament, will put the question whether this House would like Honorable this or Mr. this to take the seat as Speaker of Parliament. and then voting will commence. Okay? And if you look at the ballot papers, on the ballot papers, it is printed Sierra Leone Parliament election of Speaker. And there are two boxes, two boxes to be filled. If the person that has been proposed, if you want that person to take the seat as Speaker of Parliament, just tick I. You just tick the I box. If you do not want that person to take the seat as Speaker, you tick the second box, which is nay. In parliamentary terminology, I means yes, and nay means no. I is spelled as A-Y-E. You get the point? I, when Speaker says all those in favor say I, the I is I-Y-E. So if you are in favor of the person nominated, it's A-Y-E. I. So if you want the person to take the seat as Speaker, it's A-Y-E. I. If you do not want that person to take the seat, it's nay, N-A-Y. Nay, and agree. Okay? But please don't vote in both boxes. We will void it. Last year we had void, the last parliament we had void votes. Please, this parliament will not want void votes. So now, we'll go through the roll call quickly and the distribution of ballot papers. But before that, I, as the legislative returning officer, please listen. You have a question? Quickly, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark, a few days ago you were on 98.1, and I heard you saying that you are only a member of parliament when you have taken an oath. So are we going to count those who did not take oaths today?
Very good question. For the purpose of the election of the Speaker.
Allow us, please. Thank you very much for elucidating on the points and throwing light on some of the issues that has to do with the election of Mr. Speaker. Can we have the floor, please? Mr. Clark, you know you are in charge as a presiding officer or the legislative returning officer at the moment today. A power which anybody can use in his own power to make sure that he's in charge of Parliament. But thank you very much. I want to say thank you in line with the provision of the Constitution, Section 84 of the Constitution, that's calling us to here. At this time moment, after the general elections, we have 28 days to come to Parliament. There's a correct leadership of Parliament administratively that you have shown. But the cue from my colleague, he said, it's hardly a question because of your utterances on the media. So I was expecting you to elucidate on Section 83 of the Constitution, which you have not done. Let me go. Section 83 is specific and very, I don't want to say skewed, specific and straight to the point, which I was expecting you to throw light on. You have educated us today enough, but we want to have your explanation on Section 83 of the 91 Constitution, Act number 6. That you cannot take oaths, but you can still elect the Speaker of the House, whether you take oath or not. So see, my colleague has just asked you a simple question, that whether you take oath or you don't take oath, can you vote for the Speaker of Parliament? If so, he was asking that the members present now, or those who have taken oath, can it be calculated for us to have the two-thirds? Section 79, subsection 2 of the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6. It's clearly stipulated that you have to get two-thirds. Successive voting, 1, 2, and 3. The fourth one should be simple majority. We are novice. I am speaking on behalf of all of us. We are novice. So we want you to give your time in explaining section 79, subsection 2, and section 83, in line with what my colleague has said. Thank you very much for giving me the floor.
Thank you very much, the Honorable
Mr. Clark.
Matthew Sanyuma.
Mr. Clark. Thank you very much, Mr. Clark. Honorable members. Mr. Clark, you are here to conduct elections and not to interpret constitutions. Can you go ahead?
Thank you very much.
Mr. Clark.
Honorable members, I'm in charge.
Mr. Clark.
Please resume your seat. Please resume your seat. Honorable member, please resume your seat. Honorable member. Honorable member. Honorable member. Honorable member, please. I'm in charge. I will get you to talk.
Thank you. Mr. Clark, I stand on SO 34.
Honorable member, please.
SO 34, sir, allow me. Mr. Clark, this is the House of Procedure. I made reference to your utterances over 19.1. And that is what he said. That is what he said. The public is fully looking at us. We are under the full view of cameras. We ask you to educate us. We did not ask you to interpret the Constitution. We ask for education.
Thank you very much.
I rest my case, sir.
The Honorable, thank you very much. Honorable members, these are very legitimate concerns. And it's true that I will be doing disservice if I fail to give you some explanation. Because as honorable members, if you are requesting explanation, it will apply to the same if the citizens of Sierra Leone are requesting explanation. I will not bore you with details of constitutional or ESO provisions. But what I will do is this, and it's simple. 83 of the Constitution is clear. For you to become a full-blown member of Parliament, there are 3 stages. 1, you put yourself up for elections and you are elected. 2, the National Returning Officer declares you duly elected. And then 3, you subscribe the oath of office. That is what makes you a honorable gentleman or a honorable lady. However, by the standing orders, it is clear that there is only one parliamentary process and procedure that a member-elect can take part in, even where he or she has not subscribed the oath, and that is the elections of the Speaker. Therefore, assuming from that particular provision of the standing orders, which states that you can take part in the elections of the Speaker even before subscribing the oath, the 2/3 of Parliament is calculated based on those members of Parliament that we are declared duly elected by the National Returning Officer. So to allay of fears, honorable gentlemen, this election is going to be conducted based on 149 MPs duly declared elected. That is my ruling. Pursuant to this, therefore, I may now want to, as the parliamentary returning officer, to open nominations for the position of Speaker of Parliament of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic. Nominations are hereby open.
Mr. Clark, sorry, thank you.
Nominations, please.
Just one more before I nominate. Please.
Okay, I will give you.
I said I started with giving him praise for keeping within the ambit of the constitutional provision of section 84. And again, I want to pose another question to you. You have the standing orders. Yes. I want you to go to SO8 subsection 3.
Yeah, SO8.
And it's a bit confusing, but based on what you tell us today, we have over 50% of new members of parliament. Yeah, and this election of speaker is only once in every parliamentary year.
Yeah.
The 5th parliament and the 6th parliament. You do it only once.
Yeah.
So SO8 subsection 3, which I brought to you in camera.
Yeah.
So just before I nominate who we are going to elect for speaker, I would like you to read that provision and just do a little bit of edification on it. So, and I will go ahead with the next step of what you have asked for. Thank you.
I thank you very much, Honorable Matthew Sanyuma. SO8 deals with the election of the speaker. And let me read SO8-3. And please listen carefully. SO8-3. If only one person is so proposed, that is, in nominating, if only one person is so proposed, the clerk shall propose the question that that person do take the chair of the House as Speaker. Let me read it again. If only one person is proposed, the clerk shall propose the question that that person do take the chair of the House as Speaker. If more than one person is so proposed, the clerk shall propose the question that the first person proposed do take the chair of the House as Speaker. Interpretation. If you are nominating for the office of the Speaker and only one person is nominated and no other person is nominated but that one person, the Clerk of Parliament will propose the question that Mr. A do take the chair of the House as Speaker. SO 8.3 only refers to the proposition of the question. It does not refer to letting the person go unopposed, because the Constitution in 79 and the standing orders in SO 8 speak to that clearly. Whether we have one candidate or not, that candidate should be voted upon. And that candidate in the first, second, or third ballot must pull 2/3 of the entire membership of Parliament, or else we will go to a fourth election, which is simple majority. And it goes further to state that if there are 2 or 3 candidates nominated, the clerk will go one by one and propose the question that the first candidate so nominated do take the chair of the House as Speaker. And then the voting will commence on that candidate. If that candidate fails to pull 2/3, that candidate is packed in the corner. And then the second candidate who was nominated will now be proposed to take the chair, and voting will commence on that candidate. If that candidate also fails to pull the 2/3, he or she will be packed in the corner, and then the third candidate nominated, the clerk will propose the question that he or she takes the chair of the House as Speaker, and voting will commence. After the voting for the 2/3, if none of the 3 candidates pull 2/3, the 2 highest candidates during the 2/3 round will now go into a simple majority round, where by simple majority, one of those 2 will be elected Speaker of this House. Have I made myself clear? Is that now understood?
Yes, you have, Mr. Clark. I still have a question. You see, we are dealing with a very gullible opposition. can you please tell the audience in this way what we constitute a two-thirds majority based on the 100 and...
I said it before. Two-thirds is 99 members of parliament. Okay? Can we now proceed?
Mr. Clark, thank you very much for elucidating on the point of order I raised. I realize that even in the Constitution, 7171 subsection 15, the Constitution is supreme.
Yeah.
I have no question what you have interpreted to us. As I said earlier, you are in charge. Today we are the subjects, and you are the master.
Very much.
We carefully listen to you. We have carefully listened to you. You have cited provisions in the standing orders in Constitution. And addendum to that, I have talked about the 171 subsection 15 of the Constitution. Yes. So we now fully understand that what you have put forward to us is clear to us in our minds, because there have been series of debates in the corner. We don't want those who are interpreting to us. We have new MPs coming from all over the country to have interpretation in the corners. Yeah. We need a clear explanation from you. You cannot interpret what we can edit. So what you have said, your ruling is final, I believe, because you're in charge. So we concede to your ruling, and we now go ahead with the process. So I stand, Honorable Matthew Saluma, from Kenema District, representing the district under the PR system. They just concluded elections. But I represent in my own locality 2 sections. Yeah, that's the Buka Kajama and Mulama. I don't mean to demean the other areas, the other sections we have in Kenema. They are fully thought of and recognized by me. So I stand on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone and the political party I represent, which you cannot take that one off the table, to nominate a seasoned politician, a seasoned diplomat, who has served in this nation, who has served in the 5th Parliament in the Second Republic of Sierra Leone, under which, Mr. Clark, I can say it with no reservations. Please. Today we have over 30% of women in the chamber. Mr. Clark, the 5th Parliament of the Second Republic characterized by a progressive parliament and transformative decisions we are taking. And we pass legislations. Boom, the government of Sierra Leone, boom, the MPs in parliament, boom, other internal factors as well as our external factors. I stand today, I will come again under the same provision of the standing order to talk about my candidate I'm going to nominate. And I hope when I'm going to nominate my candidate, there will be no contention for my candidate.
No, nominate.
Thank you. Allow me. This is about unity, freedom, and justice. Democracy has prevailed since 1996. We have seen change from opposition to ruling, from ruling to opposition. Mr. Clark of Sierra Leone Parliament, I do hear somebody who brought the ECOWAS to a forefront of ECOMOC, a transformative ECOWAS that today is a building block and the pillar of democracy in the sub-region. Who served as the secretary in that particular administration. I just have to mark it because I don't want opposition. I don't want nomination. Mr. Clark, I stand on section 79, point of order. Can we allow our colleagues to go back?
We are on election now. Nominate.
I want decorum, Mr. Clark.
Decorum, please.
Let me give me decorum. Let me present. It cannot be the Almighty, but the Almighty of the progressive Sierra Leone, a progressive parliament, the man in whom we trust. The man who has served, a Cambridge, a scholar, a doctor, a lawyer. On behalf of my colleagues, with all humility and strength given to me, my colleagues are the paramount chiefs with trust. I'm a chief. I am not intending to campaign you, but I'm trying to convince you how do you vote for my candidate. My colleagues on the other side of the house, I hereby stand on section 6. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, you have read to us section 79 of the Constitution that has to do with election of Mr. Speaker in tandem with SO8, with all the provision under SO8. I hereby nominate Dr. Abbas
nomination.
I, Honorable Slik, who is serving his third term in this parliament, and representing the people of Bauma Chiefdom in the Bold District, the chiefdom of the chairman of the greatest LDP. I holistically accept the proposition presented by the Honorable Sir Martin Newman and second the nomination for Dr. Abbas Cherno.
Honorable members, any other nomination? Honorable members, any other nomination? For the very last time, honorable members, any other nomination? Honorable members, the question is that Honorable Dr. Abbas Cherno Bundu do take the chair of the House as Speaker of the 6th Parliament. I start with the roll call. Once your name is called, please stand quickly and a ballot paper is issued to you. Kailan District, Honorable Satibanya. Honorable Indolo Moiro Gebao. Just stand in your seat, take your ballot paper and sit and vote. Honorable Mayor Songa.
We are back. You are watching live commentaries coming to you from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. Members of Parliament are now being called to come and cast their votes.
All right, welcome back from the Well of Parliament to say a lot of things they happen there at the moment, and go on for me. And with me in the studios are there with my colleague who will help me talk on some of the issues. Then we rise up now the Well of Parliament at the moment. We now Audra Sano, we they with me in the studios. Audra, welcome to the show. Yes, this is now the afternoon broadcast where we bring come to you on live happenings of things them way they go on right now at the Well of Parliament. I know see we done the listen keenly way. A lot of issues don't they go on, and it don't be official that nominations don't start in the Well of Parliament, and even roll call as well on start in the Well of Parliament. We don't see they don't begin call different member of Parliament them for can cast the vote. As they look now at the moment, one person they way don't cast in votes. We now the former leader of government business, we they in the studios we na Sir Matthew Newman, we don't come cast in vote already in the ballot box. And what do you make up of all waiting they happen so in the Well of Parliament at the moment?
Well, at this particular point, you they see the extent to which parliamentarians them get the right for make a decision when it comes to choosing the MP, the Speaker of Parliament, sorry, because you see the nomination where Martin Numa starts second by Basiru Sidiki, and we see say, well, although they still go through the voting process, but you see there were no other nominations apart from Abbas Bundu, where the two people nominated, and they go through right now them voting for C. Really waiting to be the outcome of this. It's very interesting behind the scene. I be to talk to you and ask, say, all right, so we're going to have a speaker now, and all of these go for happen. The two-third way the person forget way for be the speaker, get for take into consideration all of that, despite the opposition not make them to parliament for this particular occasion. But we see say other MPs them still they in the well of parliament, they cast them vote for Uda, then go want for let it be the speaker of parliament for the 6th parliament in the Republic of Sierra Leone.
Yes, Odgar, before we go to that one day, there's a very important thing where when the clerk of parliament mentioned we get for do about qualification of the member of parliament who for be elected as speaker, and I think as well it goes with the deputy speaker of parliament. Now we don't see Usai Abbas Bundu don't go unopposed in the sense he don't be nominated by Sir Martin Numa and seconded by Bashiru Sidiki, we in the representable districts, and in don't be 4th term. It don't be na the well of parliament for in 4th term. So you think say with all this, you think say with the opposition of this, you think say constitutionally and right waiting to go on?
Well, at this particular point, you are waiting the clerk of parliament say the qualifications them, and it is so clear that every one of them which is doing Sayanda are duly qualified because then go through all of the processes, and even the one we nominate the person way for be the speaker of parliament, and even the speaker of parliament who they nominate self get the qualifications for be the speaker of parliament because it don't serve not only the first they don't nominate him, and we see say if he is duly elected again, it go in the right position for lead the parliamentarians them. But at the end of the day, we just want to see how the election will come out, what will be the outcome of the election, and Uda go end up for be the speaker of parliament. But we see say from what they see at the screen, everything they go on well because every MP whether inside parliament get opportunity for casting vote for choose Uda I want for be the speaker of parliament, not to say anybody get a limitation. But we see say when it comes to nomination, only two people nominate and are the same person.
Yes, I just see on the screen just now I see Mohamed Bangora same way don't go cast and vote, and I would say this perhaps is a partial transparent box where you they see every member of parliament they go drop them. This I do not secret at all. You they see every member of parliament they go to that box they side and they go drop them candidate where they want for their stand. But obviously, and if you listen, we listen on Epic Radio 99.3 FM and on Slik Television on channel 37, and same way so we bring this update for you from the well of parliament whose side this morning we don't get the member of parliament them where they don't take oath now the well of parliament, and same way so write them name in the book of oath, we mean say then don't become a legitimate members of parliament rather than being a nominated member of parliament or partial member of parliament. They are full-fledged member of parliament. Away again from that, we see side there was a debate in the well of parliament where you get for do with section the way then be mentioned when a section 83, and after the oath taking and they talk about the voting of the speaker in parliament, where then same way so they mention and if the other member of parliament then or the that's not the eligible people and way for they in the well of parliament for vote. Besides, we don't get APC member of parliament except for Mohamed Bangura.
Yes, except Mohamed Bangura, we come up from the opposition, but all of the one that we see they na SPP MPs them, and just the clerk of parliament make them clear, say the 1/3 inclusive of the 149 members of parliament, including the APC, will not make them to parliament this day for witness this occasion. So let's say them we get two different nomination, let other person for be nominated other person, if I still go through the procedure where the person way for emerge the winner for get 99 votes. If you not get time, and go for go to the fourth time where them for use simple majority. So then there be an issue where few parliamentarians then be raised concern, but we see say after where the clerk of parliament be give a clear explanation on how the election process get for work, we see say people then get for understand and then go through the process, including Matthew Numa, where starts the nomination, was second by Bashir Youssef. Everybody understand. That's why you see there were no difficulties after the explanation of the clerk of parliament. Everybody will understand, and we see right now, then they get them votes now for select the next speaker.
Now you get for Nosela 81 member of parliament them we SLPP gets in the well at the moment, and same way so one from All People's Congress Party when Mohamed Bangura, and we get 14 paramount chief them way they in the well of parliament at the moment, and then same way so for can cast them vote and for choose the speaker of parliament, the person where them want for continue the business of the house, whether it has to be the honorable way been there for the 5th parliament where Nabundu we been on the presides on issues them, or waiting for happen, we will continue for watch. But away from that day, you they see a little bit calm. You know, everybody they come peacefully for calm, drop them voting into the ballot box. What do you make of this?
This is beautiful to watch. For see we parliamentarians them actually they in this peaceful atmosphere coming together for choose order for be the speaker and order for preside on issues that we got for do with the country. So we see say there is a free flow. Everybody they come put in vote and go back 9 seats. Like how the clerk say, we are just hopeful that we're not going to get void votes, because at the end of the day, we get, yes.
Very interesting, because the clerk of parliament actually mentioned that one day. They say, you know, go want to forget like how they been get in the 5th parliament, we, of course, they been get member of parliament, then we not been vote accordingly. Now, then they vote on 2 bases. Say, for example, if they vote for them 4, then at the nay, we then spell as NAY, that means say no, that means say no. You wait for the I, that means say AYE, that means say yes. You really they in support of this. So I hope say people not go really mix up on this time, because I see parents don't go on that.
Yes, exactly, for clarity's sake. Because when you understand this, it will avoid that void vote people and they get, because this is simple. Even you were not into the well of parliament at the moment, go understand the explanation way parent do on the election process, how for Talek, how the voting for Talek, and how people for vote. So when you understand that, we go see say at the end of the day we don't go get enough void votes then. But we want to see how the outcome get for Talek. As of now, the only person who gets nomination when Abbas Bundu, where we don't preside in the 5th parliament, and now we don't get a nomination for the 6th parliament of the republic. So MPs them still they cast them vote for who that could be the next speaker for the 6th parliament of the republic, and we actually they waiting the outcome of the result could be the nomination. Dr. Matthew Newman nominate Abbas Bundu, second by Bashir. So no other person again not get any nominations. Of now, it stands that only Abbas Bundu, Nina the only person who they nominate for the Speaker of Parliament.
And nobody again no objects that one day as well, because they watch them live. Also we see the Clerk of Parliament Paran being get for ask about 3 times say any other seconder, then they get for move to the business of the day way now the elections way for votes for the speaker way you want. So away from that day again, you think say we get for reach the number 4th stage, because the 2/3 majority we talk about is 99.5, where we say it's 99. You forget 99 votes or above that one day, but you qualify when you get 99 votes. On we go to the 4th stage where now the simple majority. So you think say we actually get for reach as IUDC, so we get for reach to that 4th stage?
Well, from what I see, I don't think so. Go reach that, because it all starts to the nomination. If we get other people and we get nominated, maybe we foresee so we reach to that 4th win a simple majority. But we see when the nominations were made, we even read the members of parliament. We are raising their voices and say nobody else not deserve and except Abbas Bundu. So I don't think so we go reach that fourth part day, but let we just continue for watch how this to go. If we reach that fourth part, I don't see him from the nomination process. But as of now, Abbas Bundu is the only person being nominated for this, no other person as of now. So we just say this is going to be a free flow of election for the Speaker for the 6th Parliament of the Republic.
So definitely, Audra, we continue for monitor the process as how we go. I just on the screen just see sharp legislator Honorable Mario Conte being turned up with Timbo, we of course in the can do in full-fledged 5 years because say in one of the member of parliament them way after we them be pull Honorable to Timbo na parliament na him be assume the position he come in the and it don't do extremely well this BNTM because in one person way at the head of the legislative committee we been in a parliament. I just the watch on the screen now I see counting door already begin. Yes. We will come back to you shortly as the process they go on.
After the sorting of the votes, they are going to be counted. And the sorting is going on now. The votes they are sorting out the votes.